In this video, we'll be taking a look at one NFL game happening on September 22nd, 2022, and providing you with team picks and total picks for this game. So 2 picks in total. Welcome back to Cash Out Sports. Let's dive right into it. Oh, and don't forget to subscribe and to click the bell icon to get notified as soon as these videos get released, so that you have more time to plan out your bets as we provide these videos on a daily basis. I can guarantee that you'll have all the important information that you'll need on this one NFL game after fully watching this video. One more thing before we start. If you would like to gain access to our best exclusive betting picks to take your sports betting journey to the next level, then check out our Patreon in the link down below, where we offer anywhere from 1 betting pick a day up to 10 betting picks a day and much more. Now let's get started. Pittsburgh Steelers versus Cleveland Browns. Pittsburgh and Cleveland will both be looking to bounce back from disappointing losses when they square off in an AFC North battle on Thursday night. The Steelers opened the season with an overtime win at Cincinnati before losing to New England at home last week. Cleveland had a chance to improve to 2-0, but it gave up 2 touchdowns in the final 1/30 of its game against the Jets. Pittsburgh has played a couple of tight games already this year, with mixed results. In the opener, the Steelers took on the rival Bengals. Pittsburgh managed a tense 23-20 overtime win after getting outscored 14-3 in the second half. Quarterback Mitch Trubisky managed 194 yards and a score in the win. In Game 2 versus the Patriots, Pittsburgh was on the receiving end of a close defeat. The Steelers posted an 8-0 fourth quarter run but couldn't come back in a 17-14 loss. Trubisky managed 168 yards with a touchdown and a pick, and Najee Harris led the rush on 49 yards from 15 carries. Over on the Browns side, they've had a couple of close games already as well. Cleveland was outscored 17-6 in the fourth quarter of their opener versus Carolina, but still hung on for the 26-24 win. Quarterback Jacoby Brissett finished with 147 yards and a touchdown on 1/8 of 3-4 passing. Cleveland took on the Jets in Week 2, and the team was handed its first loss. The Browns were up 17-14 after 3 quarters, but eventually lost 31-30. Brissett put up 229 yards, 1 touchdown, and 1 pick, while Nick Chubb led the rush on 87 yards and 3 scores. The Steelers are 4-0 against the spread in the last 4 after an against the spread loss, and 4-0 against the spread in their last 4 versus the AFC North. Pittsburgh is 3-1 against the spread in their last 5 versus the AFC. Meanwhile, the Browns are 16-34-2 against the spread in their last 52 versus the AFC North, and 8-21 against the spread in the last 29 versus the AFC. Cleveland is 1-5 against the spread in their last 6 at home. The Steelers could easily be 2-0 going into this game if not for a muffed punt by Gunnar Olszewski late in the game, while the Browns could easily be 0-2 after 2 very close games. The difference between both teams is their defense or lack of. The Steelers haven't looked very good offensively. Even though Trubisky deserves some of the blame, the opposing defenses they played in the first 2 weeks deserve some of the credit. The Browns have been terrible defensively in their first 2 games, especially against the pass, and will be without one of their best pass rushers in Jadeveon Clowney, who has been ruled out of this game, so expect the Steelers to exploit their pass defense, which gave up 4 touchdowns to Joe Flacco on Sunday. The Browns have played well offensively so far, thanks in large part to their bruising ground game, which is picking up over 200 yards per game. Even though the Steelers are currently 22nd in the league against the pass, they are holding opponents under 4 yards per carry and will stack the box and force Brissett to beat them with his arm, which isn't going to happen. Cleveland had some pretty solid offensive numbers in their surprising loss to the Jets, so the team has a few things to build on. The Browns put up 405 total yards and 29 first downs in that one, going 8 of 1-2 on third down tries. The defense gave up 6 yards per play and 309 pass yards, though. As for Pittsburgh, they were outgained 376-243 themselves against the Patriots and coughed up a couple of turnovers along the way, which didn't help. Even if Cleveland does win this one, I think the line is generous enough for Pittsburgh to get in there. Plus, another concern with backing Cleveland that I have is an emotional letdown after it failed to go 2-0 for the first time since 1993. The Browns were up 13 points on the Jets with less than 2 minutes remaining before completely collapsing. So the Pittsburgh Steelers to cover the spread as underdogs is our full game side pick. The Steelers are averaging 18.5 points per game through their first 2 games. They averaged 26 points per game in their last 3 games against the Browns, and they've scored at least 20 points in 5 of their last 6 games against the Browns. Cleveland's defense has given up 27.5 points per game through their first 2 games, and they have one of the worst pass defenses in the league. Even though the Steelers haven't picked up a lot of yards through the air so far, expect them to take advantage of Cleveland's weakness and score at least 20 points in this game. The Browns are averaging 28 points per game through 2 games. They averaged 24 points per game in their last 3 games against the Steelers, and they've scored 14 or more points in 3 of their last 4 games against the Steelers. Even though Pittsburgh has looked good defensively this season, giving up 18.5 points per game, they struggled against the run, so expect the Browns, who haven't been held under 14 points in 7 straight games, to score enough points to push the score past the total. Over the projected total is our full game total pick. That's all for now, so if you have any other games you would like reviewed, then leave a comment down below with the game you would like analyzed. Subscribe to our channel, leave a like on this video, and we'll get to it as soon as we possibly can. We would also love to hear your opinion on the picks presented to you in this video, whether you agree or disagree with them, so leave a comment down below and do let us know.